Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 2 of, you ready for the name? Still here, still trying. I think that's going to be the name of the podcast from here on out. I'd love your feedback. So, anyway, welcome to Still Here, Still Trying, episode 2. We're going to talk about why connection matters tonight. Um, I, I want to thank you for joining me again. Thanks for giving me a little bit of your time tonight. What I'm building here isn't about big production or perfect plans. Obviously, you can see I didn't make any progress on my podcast studio. I had a great day at work. We had an awesome community meeting, and I played hockey tonight with a bunch of friends. So it was one of those wonderful days. And I'm just so excited. I appreciate the great comments that I got from everybody today. The feedback from episode 1 of the podcast. You all saw that I was a little bit nervous, and I truly appreciate the kind words. Anyway, again, what I want to do here is create some space where what we're doing is I'm just sitting down, I'm speaking from the heart, and seeing where the conversation takes us. I'm going to sprinkle in a little bit of music like we did last night. We talked about the origin of the new album, which was incredible. That was so much fun. I'm going to sprinkle in a little bit of life. We're going to tell stories. We're going to talk about life, how to navigate it. And we're going to just talk about a little bit of what it means to keep showing up, even when things feel heavy or unclear or messy. So lately, what's been on my mind is connection. The simple human kind of connection. The kind that holds us together quietly through the hard seasons of life. The kind that saves us in small ways. Like we talked about on the last episode, we live in a world that's so loud right now. Noise is everywhere. We've got notifications going off. Everybody has an opinion. The algorithm is telling us how we're supposed to look, what we're supposed to care about, who we are supposed to be. But beneath all of that noise, most of us are carrying the same quiet need. We want to feel connected. We want to belong. We want to know that we matter to somebody. And lately, I've noticed how easy it is to drift away from that, to get caught up in responsibilities with work, with projects, with just all the expectations that others place on us, that we place on ourselves. You can fill every minute of your day and still feel like something's missing. And usually what's missing isn't more productivity or success. It's real human connection. That's the piece that's missing for us. Anytime that my wife and I have any tension in our relationship, it almost always, usually I just do something dumb, but almost always it boils down to we just miss each other. We miss that connection. We miss that time together. And once we recognize that, we work through it, and we boil it down to just, hey, let's just go to dinner. We want to go on a trip together. We want to do something. We get back in sync. And so that human connection really matters. It really, really matters in all that we do. And so it's true for me too. Whether it's my work at Heritage Health, the creative work I'm doing with music, with writing, with art, or even just being a husband, a dad, a friend, connection is what keeps me grounded. And it's not about big dramatic moments. Most of the time, it's the quiet things. It's a friend reaching out. It's a simple conversation after a long day. It's a laugh shared at the ice rink, which those are just the best. Those aren't small things. Those are the threads that hold everything together. A few weeks back, I was having one of those stretches where everything just felt heavier than usual. Work was hard, creative projects weren't clicking. I was tired. I was frustrated. I was wondering in that quiet way that we all do, does any of this even matter, right? I put a lot of time and energy and brain space into creating these messages and doing the book and the art and the music. And I just, man, some days I'm like, does anybody even care? And that's my head. That's me in my head. Um, but then something almost always happens when I get in my head. I get this message from the universe. Something happens. And in particular, the last couple of weeks, I had a friend who reached out and they sent me a text message. And it was just this simple text message. It was, hey, I don't know what you're carrying right now, but I'm glad you're still here. I'm glad that you're still showing up. It wasn't long. It didn't fix anything, but it pulled me out of my own head long enough to remember something I already knew deep down, that we aren't meant to do this alone. That one moment reminded me why connection matters, not because it solves our problems, but because it reminds us we're not invisible. We're not forgotten. When you look around, everybody is carrying something. Some of it's really obvious. Some of it is grief. Some of it's health challenges. Some of it's work stress. But a lot of it's hidden. It's loneliness. It's exhaustion. It's feeling like you're falling behind while everyone else seems to have it figured out. They don't have it figured out, right? We all know that. It just feels like everybody else has it figured out. So if nobody said this to you lately, let me say it to you now. You matter. Your presence matters. Your story matters. And the people who love you are better because you're part of their world, even if they forget to tell you that as often as they should. Connection isn't about grand gestures or perfect words. It's about showing up. It's about reaching out. It's about listening. It's about laughing. It's about sharing space with someone, even if all you're sharing is the fact that you're both still here, still trying. You see what I did there? So this week, check in on your people. Send the text, make the phone call, share the laugh. Now, don't do it because it's on a to-do list, but because it's how we remind each other that we're human. It's how we stay connected to something bigger than the noise and the rush of life. And if you're feeling disconnected, if you're searching for your people, don't give up on the idea that they're out there. Some of the best connections in my life came when I wasn't looking for them. They showed up because I stayed open, I stayed kind, I stayed willing to keep showing up, even on the hard days. Wherever you're listening from right now, whether you're in the car, whether you're on a walk, you're up late trying to quiet your thoughts, I am so glad that you're here. I'm glad that you're still trying. You don't have to figure it all out tonight. You don't have to carry it all alone. And if this little corner of the world, this goofy voice, this podcast, if those things help you feel a little less alone tonight, then I am so grateful for that. That is why I'm doing this. I'm not doing this to impress anyone. I'm not doing it to build something flashy. I'm doing this because I want to connect. I want to remind you, I want to remind myself that we're all walking through this together. So in my book, The Optimist Way, I wrote a lot about this, about how hope isn't just something you find, it's something that you choose. Connection isn't something you wait for, it's something you build, one conversation, one honest moment at a time. That book is full of reflections like this one. They're not answers. It's not perfection. It's just small reminders, small steps, real stories about how we keep going, how we keep showing up for ourselves and for each other and for the people that we love. If this resonates with you, if you want to spend more time in these kinds of reflections, you can pick up The Optimist Way. It's available on Amazon. You can also go to my website, mikebakerhq.com, and there you'll find the book, you'll find the music, you'll see some art, and all of it's tied together by the same thread: connection, hope, and the belief that small moments matter. So as I wrap up tonight, I want to thank you for listening. I want to thank you for sharing this space with me. Please keep showing up, keep connecting, keep believing that your presence makes a difference, because I'm still here. I'm still trying. And I know that you're still here and you're still trying. So let's keep doing that, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for being here with me tonight. Have a wonderful day.